Hello, 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 students. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Right. So in the last class, I explained you about 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 closed circulations and open circulation. But I explained closed circulation. Now I will try to explain you about the open circulation. Imagine this as the blood vessel. Okay, and this blood vessel divides, artery divides into arterioles like this. And imagine these are venules which divide to form veins. Okay, so let us imagine this as the empty space present in the body, and imagine I am calling this empty space as sinus. This empty space as sinus. So now, so this is artery. Okay, artery divides to form arteriole. Already we discussed it in the last class. Arteriole. This one as venule. V-E-I-N. This is vein, and this as venule. V-E-N-U-L-E. Venule. So artery divides to form arterioles, and then venules vein. In the last class, I have explained another smaller blood vessels also. They are capillaries. In the last class, I will draw a rough diagram what I represented in the last class. So this is artery. Imagine divides to form arterioles. These arterioles combine divides to form capillaries like this. So these are capillaries. Like if you see the venules, these are veins. Venules combine to form venules. Venules combine to form veins. This is the diagram what I represented in the last class. This is closed circulation, my dear friends. This is closed circulation where blood is passing through the series of the blood vessels of varying in diameters. Whereas here the blood passes into the empty space. The empty space which is present here is called sinus. This is open circulation and this is closed circulation. Okay. So here blood passes from the artery, it reaches the arteriole and then it reaches this empty space. The empty space is called sinus. And this type of circulation which is seen in animals is called is called open circulation. This is open circulation. Okay, and this circulation, this is called closed circulation. This is yes, this is closed circulation. This is closed circulation, and this has open circulation. This is open circulation, and that is closed circulation. Okay, and the empty space is called sinus. Blood passes like this, enters into this, enters into this, and reaches here. This is an empty space. This is an empty space. Now blood enters here, blood enters here, enters here. That's, and of course here heart will be there, my dear friends. Here heart will be there, and the heart will pump the blood, and blood of course received by the heart. The same is the story here. Here heart is present, heart will pump the blood, and of course the heart will receive the blood. The same thing here also. There also same story. There also same story. Okay. So this is open circulation, this is closed circulation. What is the basic difference between open and closed circulation? My dear friends, what is the difference? What is the difference? What is the difference? The difference, I told you already. What is the difference between these two images? What you can understand by seeing this? Here, please, my dear friends, see here, see here, see here. Here, capillary network is here. Capillaries, these are capillaries. These are capillaries. Capillaries. These are capillaries. Capillaries are present here. capillaries are absent here. No capillary network, but capillary network is present here. No capillary network. So capillaries may be present, but they are poorly developed. You can say even like this also. Poorly developed blood vessels are present here, but here blood vessels are highly developed. So here blood pressure will vary from place to place. Why? Because here diameter is more narrow, decrease, increase, like that variations are there. So here there is no regulation of blood pressure. Let me write the same thing here. In I will take another slide and I will represent all the differences. So first of all, let me put the heading open circulation. This is open circulation. Okay, and this is closed circulation. This is closed circulation. What is the basic difference between open circulation and closed circulation? In open circulation, blood flows in the sinus. Sinus is an empty space. What is the difference here? Here blood flows through blood vessels. Blood flows through blood vessels, not in sinus. Blood vessels. Yeah, ఇక్కడ కూడా blood vessels ఉంటాయి. Here also blood vessels are present. There also blood vessels are present. But here sinus is present. There sinus is not seen. Of course, there may be an empty space present in the body, but in that empty space, blood is not seen in closed circulation. Okay, this is the first difference. Second difference, blood pressure is regulated. Blood pressure is regulated here, and the difference here, blood pressure. Hey, open circulation, right? So in open circulation, blood pressure is not regulated. Heading is open. So blood pressure is not regulated, it is not under control. But here blood pressure is regulated. Blood pressure is regulated. That is the difference. And third difference, here blood vessels are poorly developed. Blood vessels are poorly developed. That much developed, not that much developed. Okay, but here blood vessels are developed. Developed blood vessels. Developed. Okay, so here, in other words, you can write capillary network. Capillary, C-A-P-A-L-L-E-R-Y. Capillary network is developed, is seen. Capillary network is seen. So it itself indicates capillary network is not perfectly seen in open circulation. Okay, where do you find? Of course, here also heart. The heart will pump the blood here and here. And who will receive the blood? Heart will receive the blood. Who will receive? Heart will receive. Okay, receiving and pumping performed by the heart itself. Where do you find this open circulation? Where do you will find this closed circulation? Let us see now. In open circulation, example. Okay, open circulation, where do you find this? Open circulation is present. I will write one example, my dear friend. Arthropoda, Arthropoda. So many other examples are also there, but simply I will write arthropoda. Just example, insects, cockroach. Cockroach is favorite for most of you, I know. Okay, cockroach, first example. And here the example, right, earthworm. Earthworm. You can write earthworm. You can write human being also. Human. That is the basic difference between the open circulation and closed circulation. That's it here. Super slide. Okay. Clear. Open circulation, closed circulation. This is the heading. Open circulation, closed. This is closed. This is open. That is the heading. Clear. So which is developed here? Come on, tell me. Which is developed? Which is advantage for the organism? Closed circulation is advantage. Why? Because blood pressure is regulated. Closed circulation, I will tell once again, wait. Closed circulation is advantage. Closed circulation is advantage. This is assertion. Closed circulation is advantage. Assertion. Reason. Blood pressure is regulated. super assertion, super reason, correct explanation, correct reason, and reason correctly explains the statement. Assertion is nothing but statement. My dear friend, assertion, reason. A for assertion, ASSERTION. Assertion means statement. R for reason. R for reason. So assertion means this is the statement. And here reason, they will give reason. Why that assertion is correct and that reason will be mentioned here. So assertion is correct, sometimes the reason may be false, sometimes assertion may be false, sometimes both may be false. Assertion is correct sometimes, but it won't explain the reason. Our reason is not correctly explaining assertion. Let me tell you one thing. See now, for hostel students, online classes are going. Assertion. Reason. Government norms are there. That is the reason why the hostel classes are conducting online. So, assertion is correct. For hostel students, online classes are going. Reason. We are following the government. As we are following the government norms, we are not conducting offline classes. That's the reason. And one more. For hostel students, online classes are going. Assertion correct. Reason. Students are not ready to come to hostel. No, students are ready. So reason is false. Like that. Like that we have that. And then let me tell you one thing. For hostel students online classes are going. Same assertion. For hostel students online classes are going. Assertion. Reason. For day scholar students offline classes are going. Just for example, imagine. For day scholar students offline classes, just for understanding. For hostel students online classes are going. For day scholar students offline classes are going. One is online, second is online. Both the statements are correct, but reason is not correct. Reason is not correctly explaining the assertion. But of course, for day scholars also no classes. That's a different story. Anyhow, coming back. That's it here. That's all about this as open and closed circle. Right. So we can add some more examples also, but I will stop the examples here. Let us move to the next point. Next point. Symmetry. SY M E T R Y. Symmetry. What is symmetry? What is symmetry? What is symmetry? Symmetry ante enti? What is symmetry? Arrangement of body parts is the symmetry. Arrangement of body parts is the symmetry. Let me write here. ARRANGMENT. Arrangement of body parts. Arrangement of body parts around central axis. Arrangement of body parts around the central axis. Central axis. This is the central axis. Around the central axis, how the organs are arranged. Two lungs are present, one on the left and one on the right. Two nostrils are present, one on the left, one on the right. Right? Like that. Two eyes are present on the right. Yes, one on the left, one on the right. So from the central, how the organs are arranged. That is symmetry. So symmetry is the arrangement of body parts around the central axis. Okay, and now let me put one nice heading as asymmetry. A S Y ASYMETRY. Asymmetry. See, what is this asymmetry? I told you what is symmetry. What is this A? A means absent. A means absent. A and B, they are called alphabets. No, this is not asymmetry. This is asymmetry. Only one word. Only one. Perfect. Asymmetry. So what is this asymmetry? In asymmetry, you cannot cut the organism into two equal halves. For example, take the human being. You can cut the human being into two halves. Vertically, not horizontally. Imagine person 6 feet ఉన్నాడు అనుకుందాం. If you cut at it 3 feet, anterior part, posterior part, ఒక part లో head, ఒక part లో legs. No, that is not equal part. Equal part means whatever the organs which are present in one half, more or less those organs are present in another half. Whatever the organs present in one half, more or less, almost the other half also should contain those organs. So cut the human being like this. Body is divided into two halves. One half left hand, one half right hand, one half left ear, another half right ear. One half of this frame, another half of this frame, right? That is equal half. Asymmetry means there are some animals, in any direction you try to cut the animal, my dear friend, you cannot cut the animal into two equal halves. You can cut the animal into two halves, but not equal halves. Okay, so let me write in short form. I will write the definition in short form. We cannot, or one cannot cut animal or organism into two equal halves in any direction, in any plane or any direction. In any direction, you cannot cut the organism into two equal halves. One cannot cut the animal into two equal halves in any direction. That is asymmetry. That is asymmetry. Example. What is the example? Example. Most of sponges, most of sponges. So we cannot cut the animal into two equal halves in any direction. Example, most of the sponges. That is asymmetry. You know, sponges are a type of animals. Let me write some sponges. Let me show you some sponges. So this is one sponge. It is present in aquatic environment like this. I think you might have seen, right? And the body is covered by holes. Number of holes are there. Like this, number of holes are there. Like water enters and then comes out. Like water comes out. So water enters into the body and goes out like this. Enters and goes. This is the sponge. You cannot, don't think, sir, we can cut the sponge exactly like this. No, we cannot cut the sponge into, the organization will be like that, its texture will be like that, its structure will be like that. We cannot cut the organism into two equal halves in any direction. Example, sponges. That is first step. So symmetry is the basic heading, my dear friend. Symmetry. In that symmetry, the first one is asymmetry. That is asymmetry. Let us see, most of the sponges, not all sponges. Not all sponges. There are some sponges where we can cut them into two equal halves. So this is very important in biology, or as I am concerned with zoology, these words are very important when you are writing the exam. Most of the sponges are asymmetrical. Some of the sponges are asymmetrical. Very few sponges are asymmetrical. All sponges are asymmetrical. All sponges are symmetrical. Most of the sponges are symmetrical. Very few sponges are symmetrical. Different states. So you have to remember these prefix word: most, few, all, some, very few. These words are very important. So that's all about the first symmetry, my dear friend. Okay, take one screenshot. Take one screenshot. Okay, is it clear? Now let us move to the second one. Second type of symmetry is radial symmetry. RADIAL symmetry. SYMMETRY. Radial symmetry. Okay, see, in order to understand the content which is given in the planner, you have to understand these words. These words are very important. Radial symmetry. Okay, RADIL. What is this radial symmetry? Radial symmetry means, here we can cut the animal into two equal halves, but the division should pass through center. So division should pass through the center. For example, imagine this is animal. Okay, so now we can cut the animal into two equal halves when the division passes like this, right? Now, hello, just understanding. See here, this is an area where mouth is present. This is an area where mouth is present. So this is called oral. ORAL, oral region. REGION. This is oral region. And the opposite end, this is called aboral region. ABORAL. This is called aboral region. Opposite of oral is aboral. Aboral is nothing but where anus is supposed to be present. Anus undalsina place, but anus is not seen in some animals, not in all animals. So oral region and this is aboral region. Now, my dear friend, just imagination is required. Science is nothing but imagination. We have to imagine. Now, imagine this is an animal. This is oral region. This is aboral. See, this is oral. This is aboral. Now see how I am seeing the animal. I am seeing the animal like. Okay, I am seeing the oral region. You want to see the oral region? Okay, I will show you. Please wait. Hello. Show the oral region for me. This is the oral region. Understand? This is the oral region. Now, see this. This is the oral. Clear? This is the oral region. Now, cut the animal here. Cut the animal into equal half. In this direction, you can cut the animal into two equal halves, right? Or even you can cut the animal into two equal halves in this direction also, or in this direction also, or in this direction also. So in any plane you can cut the animal into two equal halves, but the division should pass through center. Understand? Once again, see this. This is an animal. I am cutting the animal like this into two equal halves. I am able to cut the animal into two equal halves in this direction, or in this direction, or in this direction. In any direction, I cut the animal into two equal halves, but the division should pass through center, 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 like. Understand? So let me write the definition here. Radial symmetry means animal can be animal can be cut into animal can be cut into two animal can be cut into two equal halves in any direction, in any plane. Plane is nothing but plane. There is another word, there is another meaning for this plane that I will tell later. Or in any direction, simply we can imagine as a direction, but direction word is not correct. In any plane passing through center, in any plane passing through central axis, through center. So animal can be cut into two equal halves in any plane. In any plane passing through the center, That is called radial symmetry. Example, 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 example. There are some organisms like Hydra. You can write the animal name as Hydra, or you can write the animal as C anemone, Anemone. C anemone. This A also should be small letter. Okay, we will put small letter. What is there? C anemone. C anemone. Or I will write scientific name. It will be very simple. Metridium. 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 That is the name of an animal here. What I have to do? And then Hydra, Metridium. I will write one more example also. Starfish. I think you know what is starfish. These are the examples where the animal can be cut into two equal halves when the division passes through center. When the division passes through center. That is radial symmetry. Okay. But in starfish, there is one interesting story. I will tell what is that interesting story. Let me take another slide. Now, please wait. Don't disturb. I am drawing one diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 5. Okay, so five arms are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So in 5 directions, we can cut the animal into two equal halves. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Wait. Okay, I will write this as 4, and Wait here. Wait, wait. Why hurry? I'm there na. I'm there. Don't worry. And this as 5. See, I will give the number. This is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. This is number 5. So in 5 directions, you can cut the animal into 2 equal halves. Once again, see the board. This is the first direction. See the first direction. I have taken the starfish and I have divided the animal like this. So now what happens? How many arms are there? First arm. This is the first arm. Imagine second arm. This is the third arm. This is the fourth arm. And this is the fifth arm. Total 5 arms. So in first numerical one, first direction, see 1 to half. 1 to half. So 2 arms on one side, 2 arms on this side, 1 arm shared. 1 arm shared. And see the second one. See the second one. See, this is the second one. I will take different color so that it will become easy for you. This is the second one. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? This is the second. So in second arm, what happens? 1 to half, 1 to half, 2 directions. So like that 3, third one, like that 4, like that 5. In 5 directions, we can cut the animal into 2 equal halves. Okay. So if you want to cut, if you want me to cut this organism, so this is the third color. Then I will take red now. Okay. So now this is the red. And now I will take any other color. Which one? I will take this color. See this. So 5 different colors are there. In 5 directions, I am able to cut this animal into 2 equal halves. So one arm will be half. Half. So this is half of the arm. Like that, in 5 directions, we are able to cut the starfish into 2 equal halves. That is the reason why this type of symmetry is called. This is also radial symmetry, but it's a type of radial symmetry, and this is called PENTAMEROUS, pentamerous radial symmetry. RADIAL. This is called pentamerous radial symmetry. Pentamerous radial symmetry. So what is pentamerous radial symmetry? Animal, let me write the definition here. In pentamerous radial symmetry, animal can be cut into 2. Animal can be cut into 2 equal. This word is important. EQUAL. Animal can be cut into 2 equal halves in how many directions? In 5 directions. In 5. In 5 directions. 5 planes. That is pentamerous radial symmetry. Which is a type of radial symmetry, in fact. Okay, example. Example. So what is the example here? Example. The example here is starfish. The example here is starfish. The scientific name of starfish is ASTERIAS. Astrias is a starfish. ASTERIAS, Astrias, astropectin. Other examples are there. But that's all about the pentamerous radial symmetry. Hope it is clear. Right? The type of radial symmetry. Like that, another deviations are also there. Another types of radial symmetries are also there. That we will discuss later, which is not there in CBSE textbook also, not given in modules also, not required. But this is important. This is the second symmetry. The first one is asymmetry, and second one is radial symmetry. This is also a type of radial symmetry. And now last symmetry, the third type of symmetry is bilateral symmetry. BILATERAL, bilateral symmetry. So what is this bilateral symmetry? What is this bilateral symmetry? See, bilateral symmetry, best example, human being only. Imagine human being. Don't imagine my body. Imagine your body. Take one sharp knife, cut the body like this. Cut the body. It means, see, the stomach side is the ventral side, opposite side is the dorsal side. Now you have to cut the body. Then the body should become two halves. Okay, and the sharp knife should touch the dorsal side and the ventral side like this. Then the body will be divided into two parts. That is bilateral symmetry. For example, మీకు అర్థం అవటానికి to explain you, let us take earthworm as an example. Imagine this is an earthworm. This is earthworm. I think you might have seen earthworm. Body is segmented, right? And now, see this. I will cut the earthworm like this into two equal halves. Here some organs are present internally. One organ is present on this side, another organ present on this side, one on this side, another on this side, one is on left, another is right. So only in this direction you are able to cut the organism into two equal halves. Two equal halves, that is bilateral symmetry. So let me write the definition here. Bilateral symmetry, organism can be cut into two equal halves. This is very important. The organism can be cut into two equal halves in only one plane. In only one plane. Only one plane. What is that plane? Only one plane. What is that plane? See, our knife touched the dorsal side and ventral side. So that is the reason why this axis is called, in only one plane, only one axis, that is called dorso-ventral axis. Dorso-ventral axis. Okay, imagine this as earthworm. This is the dorsal side and this is the ventral side. So now we have cut the earthworm like this. So our knife is touching the ventral side, touching the dorsal and ventral side, both the sides. So that is the reason why. So you shouldn't cut the earthworm like this, not superficially. Cut the earthworm like this, it will die. Okay, like this. That is dorso-ventral axis. The dorso-ventral axis is also called, another name is also there, called mid, M-I-D, S-A-G-I-T-T-A-L, mid-sagittal axis is also called mid-sagittal axis. Dorso-ventral axis is also called mid-sagittal axis. So organism can be cut into two equal halves in only one plane, and that plane is called dorso-ventral axis, which is also called mid-sagittal axis. Example, you can write earthworm. Or you can write even human being also. Human being. You can write this example. You can write crab, C-R-A-B, crab also. What is the basic reason? How can you write this example? See, let me write one beautiful word. Triploblastic animals are the examples. T-R-A-B-L-O-S-T-I-C. Triploblastic animals are the examples for this bilateral symmetry. What is this triploblastic condition? My dear friends, see the board. Tri-blast. Hey, spelling B-L-A-S-T, not what is it here? Spelling became CCD. Triploblastic. B-L-A-S-T-I-C. This is the spelling. Triploblastic. Okay. See, tri means three. Blast means layer. Yeah. When I am pronouncing a spelling, I am writing in the capital letters. That is the reason why sometimes it will happen, but see, immediately I corrected. Tri means three, blast means layer. Three layers are present. In all those organisms where three germ layers are present. What are those layers? Those layers are called, let me write here. Those layers are called primary. Those layers are called primary germ layers. Those three are called primary germ layers. What are primary germ layers? Germ means growth, my dear friend. What do you mean by the germ? Germ means growth. Germ means growth. Germ means growth. So in the body there are three layers. Those three layers are present. And these three layers are essential for the growth, for the formation of remaining systems. Digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, expiratory system, different systems formed from these layers only. So these three layers are called primary germ layers. Those organisms having three primary germ layers are those animals with three primary germ layers are called triploblastic animals. And those triploblastic animals exhibit this type of symmetry. So bilateral symmetry is seen in triploblastic animals. Am I clear? So bilateral symmetry is seen in triploblastic animals. That's it here. That's it. And now I think previously I have explained what is a diploblastic and what is triploblastic. Once again, I think I already explained diploblastic means having two primary germ layers. See, this is ectoderm and this is endoderm. And now see this is ectoderm outermost layer and this is an endoderm innermost layer. In addition to the ectoderm and endoderm, there is another special layer present in some animals. This is called mesoderm. So three layers are present: ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Let me write the labeling. Outermost layer is ectoderm. So this is an outermost layer. And the innermost layer is called E-N-D-O, endoderm, D-R. This is innermost layer. And now I will show you the special layer. What is the special layer? This is called mesoderm, M-E-S-O-D-E-R-M, mesoderm. Three layers are present here, but here there is no mesoderm. Instead of the mesoderm, there is a jelly-like substance present here. That jelly-like substance present in the animal, that jelly-like substance is called mesoglia. Mesoglia. This is a jelly-like substance. So how many layers are present? Two. How many layers are present? Three. That is the reason. Let me put the heading here as diploblastica. D-L-A-S-T-I-C-A. Diploblastica. And here I will put the heading as TRIPLO. Triploblastica. Triploblastica. So having three germ layers are kept under means all those organisms where two primary germ layers are present are kept under Diploblastica. All those organisms where three primary germ layers are present kept under Triploblastica. If two germ layers are present, all those organisms are kept under this group Triploblastica. If three primary germ layers are present, those organisms are kept under Triploblastica. And those are called, let me write here, primary germ layer, primary germ layer. Okay. Previously, I have given some examples also. Now, once again, I will write some examples for you. Example, example, phylum. Phylum means just a group, just imagine like that. Phylum Nidaria, C-N-I-D-A-R-I-A. Phylum Nidaria, phylum Ctenophora, C-T-E-N-O-P-H-O-R-A. Phylum Nidaria, phylum Ctenophora. These are the two examples. And here the example, phylum Platyhelminthes, Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes to end. To the end. To the end means chordates. Platyhelminthes to chordates. Platyhelminthes to chordates. Okay. Phylum Platyhelminthes to chordates. So these are diploblastic animals, these are triploblastic animals. If you know the examples, it is good here. Or else don't bother, leave it, no problem. I will explain later. If you are not comfortable with these examples, leave the examples. I will explain later. Why? Because in order to understand these examples, we have to see animal kingdom chapter. Okay. So diploblastica, triploblastica. So today we have seen closed circulation, open circulation. Yesterday I explained closed circulation. Today we have seen open circulation. So open, closed, already finished. And then I explained the symmetry, arrangement of body parts around central axis. Asymmetry, I explained. See now up to so far what we have discussed. So today, first I explained open circulation and what is the difference, how it will be differentiated with the closed circulation. And here I have written the tabular form also. Okay, so open circulation, closed circulation example. And open circulation, blood flows in empty space, and here blood flows in blood vessels. Very simple here. There is a water in our overhead tank. In the tank, water is there. That is open circulation. Water flowing in water pipe. That is closed. That's okay. Next symmetry, asymmetry. We cannot cut the organism into two equal halves. Two equal halves. We can cut the animal into two halves. Cutting the animal into two halves is not the point. Equal halves is important. Okay. And then సర్జరీ ఎవరైనా చేస్తారు కానీ పేషెంట్ బతుకుండాలి కదా అలా బతుకుండేలాగా సర్జరీ చేసేవాడే డాక్టర్ అలాగే యానిమల్ ఎవడైనా కట్ చేస్తాడు బట్ కట్టింగ్ ద బాడీ ఇంటూ టూ ఈక్వల్ హార్ట్స్ ఇస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండ్ దెన్ రేడియల్ సిమెట్రీ సో కటింగ్ ద ఆర్గానిజం త్రూ సెంటర్ సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఓరల్ view. This is an animal. You want to see the oral region, this is the oral. Pentamerous radial symmetry, animal can be cut into two equal halves in 5 directions. That is pentamerous radial symmetry. Do you want example? See, already I have written example. Astrea. It belongs to Echinodermata. Echino. Echinodermata. Echinodermata. Adult echinoderm. Adult echinoderms exhibit this type of symmetry. Larva exhibits bilateral. That is a different story. I will explain later. Adult exhibits adult echinodermata. What is this echinodermata, sir? I don't know. Okay, no problem. Leave it. What is this adult echinodermata? Don't you know this vehicle? You don't know this vehicle? Okay, leave it. No problem. Leave this vehicle. We'll see later. Okay. And the next one. Bilateral symmetry. What is bilateral symmetry? Cutting the organism into two halves, exactly two equal halves, when the division passes exactly through the central axis. That is nothing but mid-sagittal axis. This is also called dorsoventral axis. This is also called mid-sagittal. Sagittal. S-A-G-I-T-T-A-L. You have to repeat the words here, or else it becomes difficult for you. All triploblastic animals comes under bilateral symmetrical animals mostly. And triploblastic animals having three primary germ layers. Germ means growth. So growth of remaining systems observed from these layers only. And now see, this is Diploblastica, where two germ layers are present. Triploblastica, where three primary germ layers are present. Okay, ectoderm, endodome, and here a jelly-like substance present called mesophilia. And here ectoderm, endodome, and the middle mesoderm is also present. That is Diploblastica. Example: Platyhelminthes cardate, and here phylum Nidaria and Ctenophora. See, C silent, T silent. I mean, here C silent, here also C silent. Nidaria, we shouldn't pronounce it as Cnidaria. No. This is Ctenophora, you have to pronounce it as Ctenophora only, not Ctenophora. Okay, Nidaria, Ctenophora. Nidaria, you know Hydra? Hydra is the best example for Nidaria. And you know jellyfish? Rulia, commonly called jellyfish. Jellyfish is also the example for this Nidaria. You know, Ctenophora, these are commonly called sea walnut. W-A-L-N-U-T, walnut. Sea walnut, it appears like that. For example, how it will appear, I will show you. Animal appears like that. Isn't it something looks like walnut? Yes, that's the reason why these are called walnut. Long tentacles are also called. Long tentacles, something like the tentacles are thread-like structures for cockroach. Okay, so Ctenophora, sea walnut. These are the examples. That's it. That's all about Diploblastica and Triploblastica. These are called primary germ layers. Why? Because from which remaining systems will germinate, will grow, will form. That is the reason why these are called germ layers. That's it. Yeah. That's all about you know, Diploblastic and Triploblastic. And now let me tell you another interesting topic called C-O-E-L-O-M. What is coelom? What is coelom? Coelom is also called secondary, secondary body cavity. Coelom is also called secondary body cavity. So secondary body cavity is different to the primary body cavity. So in order to know what is secondary body cavity, you should know what is primary body cavity. Is primary body cavity. In order to understand this primary body cavity, first of all, you should know what is body cavity. We have to begin with this body cavity. What is body cavity? So if you know what is body cavity first, then you can understand what is this primary body cavity. If you know what is this primary body cavity, then you can know what is the secondary body cavity. Okay, this is secondary body cavity or what is this primary body cavity? Body cavity is nothing but, what is cavity first of all? Cavity is nothing but the space present in the organism. Cavity is nothing but the space which is present in the organism is called the cavity. What is this space? What is this space? I will explain in a minute. Thank you.